welcome back to Ask Aspire. This month we're joined by Will Morgan, Senior Research Analyst here at Aspire. Hi, Will.
Hi.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
So we have two or three quick questions for you. I'm going to kick off with the first, which is kind of based on this blog series that you've been doing on our Aspire Insights page recently, looking at demystifying terms within the CCM industry, which has been great. And I just wondered if you could share some thoughts on some of the most misunderstood industry terms in CCM right now.
Yeah, I think probably the best thing to do is just talk about the fundamentals, right? And I think CCM itself is misunderstood. And I think perhaps the key to that is that we focus so much on the evolution of CCM to CXM, but that's really where we staked our claim. But it's not going to make sense if you don't have a proper understanding of what CCM is. And what we found is that there are still a lot of organizations, particularly those who are smaller, maybe not as digitally advanced as some others, who still think of CCM as being tied to just simply like document composition, rather than having a more broad definition about the communications lifecycle for transactional and operational communications. And if you have to have that mindset of it, I actually looked up our definition, the Aspire definition. I'm not sure if it's on the website or if it's just in our webinar materials and things, but the way we describe CCM is software or an ecosystem of software solutions that deal with the creation, management, and delivery of personalized data-driven communications, messages, or interactions at scale across every channel and touch point. So when we talk about that evolution from CCM to CXM, what we're really talking about is infusing those CCM processes that deal with the transactional communications with more of a customer experience or a CX kind of mentality that is generally reserved for those other type of communications or marketing communications. And the reason you would combine those things is to move towards being able to provide customers with a truly omni-channel experience. That is the key. There would be two things. That number one, it covers every aspect of the customer life cycle. And I always draw that circle because I'm thinking of it in terms of a circle. Everything from general, like initial awareness and marketing, all the way over to from services and billing, all the way over to like upsell, cross-sell, resell type of thing. And in that life cycle, you've got to have everything connected. The marketing side, the transactional side, all of that connected. And that's why we're talking about infusing that CCM transactional communication world with that CX mentality. So that's part of creating that omni-channel experience, is being able to reach customers with a personalized and relevant message that's relevant to their place on that wheel at any point around there. And you can only do that if you are connecting CCM to CXM. So I hope that makes sense. Kind of a quick answer, but
yeah, that's great. I mean, it's a complex industry, isn't it? So I think it's difficult to ask you to sum it up briefly, but yeah, that brings me to my next question. So how are you and the team of analysts at Aspire helping people to better understand this complex market?
Well, it's a couple of different things. Obviously, like I'm working with our consultants who are going directly to clients, and really talking to people all across that spectrum, from enterprises through tech vendors and service providers, and really helping them all understand this evolution that we're seeing going on in the market, that's really been accelerated through the disruption, really unprecedented disruption that we've seen over the last couple of years, and trying to get everyone moving in that direction. For me though, it's really more about, the thought leadership piece of it. So I'm writing a lot of webinars and delivering webinars and white papers. Obviously they're by request from clients, but also we're trying to offer a little bit more focus in the coming year, I guess, towards trying to educate the public in general. And that's part of what this blog series is about, but it'll also include, videos like this, and white papers that are, perhaps multi-client white papers that are on our website, anything that is geared towards, the education on the market of what we're seeing changing. And that's really where my focus has been.
Great. So lots to look out for then from yourself and the team, which is exciting.
Yeah, I think so. We're growing, and it's great to see the team growing. It's great to see the strategy evolving as we go forward. And I think, part of that strategy is how can we get out these ideas a little more effectively.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Will. That's been great to hear from you. And thanks everyone for joining. And we would love, as always, to hear your thoughts on topics or themes or questions you have that you'd like us to address in future installments. So do let us know on the email below or drop us a comment. Thank you.